You spend so much of your life trying to be chosen that you forget the quiet strength of choosing yourself. And maybe that's why your heart feels tired. Not because you're unworthy, but because you've been pouring into places that were never built to hold you. There comes a moment, subtle, almost silent, when your spirit whispers that you can. Keep abandoning yourself just to keep someone else comfortable. And that moment is not loud, not dramatic, not a cinematic epiphany, but a gentle truth rising in you like dawn. You deserve a life that doesn't drain you. Choosing yourself isn't selfish. It's the slow returning of your power. The steady recognition that you cannot bloom in soil that asks you to shrink, and you cannot grow in rooms that reward your silence more than your honesty. For so long you've mistaken endurance for love. But real love does not demand you disappear to maintain peace. Real love does not ask you to betray your intuition. Real love does not make you negotiate with your own worth. There is a kind of relief that comes the moment you stop waiting for someone else. Permission to become who you already know you need to be. And maybe this is that moment, the one where you unclench your jaw, drop your shoulders, breathe deeper, and let go of the version of you who thought saving others was the same as saving yourself. Choosing yourself is quieter than people expect. It doesn't look like slamming doors or grand speeches about self. It looks like finally honoring your limits without apology, like walking away from conversations that bruise your spirit, like refusing to be treated as an option in a life where you've always been the one investing your whole heart. It looks like clearing the space inside you that has been crowded by doubt and fear and misplaced loyalty. It looks like trusting that solitude is not a punishment but a sanctuary. The place where you remember enough of who you are to stop begging for what you already carry. When you choose yourself, you don't become colder. You become clearer. Your boundaries stop feeling like walls and start feeling like doors that only open for what aligns with your truth. Your past stops looking like a failure and starts looking like evidence that you survived things you had no blueprint for. Your heart stops chasing and starts receiving. You stop breaking and start rebuilding. The world becomes less about who walks with you and more about how deeply you walk with your own values. And the people who are only drawn to the unhealed version of you will say you've changed. But that is exactly the point. Choosing yourself doesn't fix everything at once, but it begins everything that matters. It is the quiet revolution, the subtle realignment, the sacred returning. And maybe today is simply the day you say, without force, without fear, without needing anyone else to agree, my life belongs to me again.